No1 Podcast. I am your host, Coach Jake. This is the show where we explore the journey from no one to number one. Hope you guys are good. What's up, Bosco Loco, Russell Anderson, Robert Bellick, Building Bueno, Joe Finelli, Coach Wilson. Guys, hit me up in the chat. If you like the show, send me a number one. If you don't, you can send me a different number one. Whatever, man. It's all good. I'm just happy you guys are here to join me. And I got to keep it short. I got to pick up my wife at the airport, and it is like a crazy blizzard. So I'm just jumping on to get my work in today. Been a full day. Yesterday, I woke up 4 a.m., took my wife to the airport, busted ass all day, finished up at about 9 p.m. I don't know how many of you guys work those kind of hours, 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. This morning, woke up at 7, been booked solid. I got coaching clients. I don't know if you guys know. I am one of the few people that Grant Cardone writes a check to instead of takes a check from. Number one sales guy on the planet, genius. I'm very lucky to be working with him. So I've been busting ass on that all day, plus getting ready for the upcoming camp. Super amped for that. Even have Serge, what's up? Justin, Michael, Spencer. Thanks for the number one, Serge. Carlos Barron, happy to see all you guys. Hit me up in the chat, man. Any questions you want. Today, I do have something I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about how you can leverage your family connections in business for success. That's what I'm going to talk about. And all you guys need to understand, you've got to make money. That is your job. You can like it, you can not like it, but you got to figure this out, man. Especially if you plan on having children. Don't be one of these people that gets convinced by all the depopulation eugenics idiots to not have kids. Have kids. The greatest thing. I got 3 of them, man. I got a lot of responsibilities. I got 3 kids. I got a wife. I got 3 businesses. I help look after my parents as much as I can. Move my mom in with us. I got lots of responsibilities. Got a mortgage in an expensive zip code, and we're in a recession. So how do you leverage your family connections for business? That's what I want to talk about. If you guys want to chime in, you can add in whatever you want to talk about. I'm here to talk to you guys. This weekend, so you guys know, I will be in Orlando with wondrous Wade Chalice. If you guys don't know who Wade is, this is a guy who's the Guinness record holder for the most wins and pins in all of wrestling. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Let me fix my microphone. I got my nice little podcasting microphone. I got to get it all set up so you guys can hear me. Yeah, if you can hear me okay, hit me with a heads up or a number one or something. That'd be cool. And I'm here to answer any of your questions, man. I do this. I got a lot of experience. I'm going to be 50 this year. And I want to give back if I can help you. Had wonderful client calls today. Help them all out. They pay through the nose. You don't have to. You can get on here right now and ask me anything you want. What's up, Lyrically Indigenous, Pauly D. New, Dave Yago. All right. Thanks, Coach Wilson. Gave me number one. Coach Wilson, 2X. We got to get you to the 10X, bro. Let's get right into it, okay? So the question is how to leverage your family connections for business success, okay? So today we're going to talk about how to use the connections that you already have within your family to take your business to the next level, all right? So it's important for us just to establish the importance of these connections. Your family is your support system. Man, I don't know. I argue with my family. I get annoyed by my family, but I also love my family. They got my back more than anybody. In fact, I am a huge fan of family business. I mean, I support small business, but I'm going to be real, man. The strongest businesses are family businesses. But beyond that, maybe they don't work with you. And maybe that's for the best. Who knows? But your family is your support system, okay? They can be a super valuable resource for you as you grow your business. One, you can employ them and you know where they live. So it's less likely they might steal from you. I mean, just because they're blood doesn't mean you can 100% just trust them because maybe you know them too well. But I guarantee you know them. It's like the devil you know versus the devil you don't know, right? In addition, you don't have to hire them. Maybe they know connections for networking. Maybe they got resources, right? And support that can help you succeed. One of the most important things you can do is be open with your family about your goals, about your business goals. Yeah, it might be awkward. They might be naysayers. They might be haters. I don't know. But push. Let them know if they love you, then this should be important to them too. Share your vision, your plans. Let them know what they can do to help. You might be surprised if you just have those conversations, what they're willing to do to support you and help you achieve your goals, okay? Now, those family connections that they have, like their network, how might that help you out? Now, me, I got a big family. My mom comes from one of 13 kids, and each of those kids had like 5 or 6. So I've got so many cousins and second cousins and all that. And then on my dad's side, still, that's a big family too. I mean, I think my dad's father, my grandfather, I think he was one of like 8 or 9, something like that. So reach out to these people. They're your family anyway, but now you got an excuse to connect with them. Okay. Maybe they've got your next potential customer. Maybe they've got a great vendor to save you money, to help you grow. Maybe maybe they're a vendor. Maybe they're a potential client. Maybe you can help them and they can help you, and it's a win-win. All right. Another thing you could do is you could start networking with your family and their family-owned businesses. Right? This way you can like build relationships, share resources. I was listening to this great story. It's called Friend of a Friend. It's about networking. Can't remember the guy's last name who wrote it, but it's called Friend of a Friend. And he was talking about in Venice, Italy, there was all these glass blowers. And it was this great business. People loved it. People came from all around the world. But they actually got exiled and put into these, I think they're called Moreno Islands or something, just off the coast, because the glass blowing was causing fires and they were going to burn down the entirety of the city of Venice, which is fantastic. If you've never gone, you got to go. Tip of the hat to my friend Mike Rajo for hosting us when Billy Robinson and I went out there about a decade ago. Fantastic city. Anyway, they siloed these people separately. And now these were all competitors, but eventually they started working together and made something even stronger. And then you could do this kind of siloing with your own family to make your businesses better, to share intel, tips, tricks, that kind of thing. Fair? And the last thing I want to touch about, right, is that this is a great way, in addition, to strengthen your family ties, right? Allows you to be a good role model for the rest of your family, because you can say, hey, man, rising tide lifts all boats. Cousin Johnny or Uncle Phil or Aunt Sally, I helped them and they helped me. It's a great thing, man. You can show that like real hard work and dedication can pay off, right? So family connections, man, start thinking about it. It's sitting there, man. In your phone, you've probably got like 1 million different people you can reach out to, which means you have potentially 1 million different ways to make money. All right. I don't know if that helps you. That's my spiel. I'm sticking to it. I see everybody's blowing up in the questions here. Matthew Schultz, USMC. Thank you for your service, sir. How did Frank Shamrock learn to wrestle as an adult? It's a great question. I love Frank Shamrock, man. Legend. Definitely, what's the word? Like blackballed, marginalized, censored. Because I guess he and Dana White have some beef. I don't know. How did Frank? I mean, the guy should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, give me a number one if you think Frank Shamrock should definitely be in the Hall of Fame, man. This guy was like, I think, 4-time defending, undefeated, retired undefeated UFC middleweight champ, started the belt, was a fighting champion, held the world record in the UFC for the fastest knockout, fastest submission for the longest time. I mean, it was like over 10 years. something like that. Crazy, even probably longer than that. Legend. He should be in there, man. And all props to Ken. Love Ken for his early contributions, but Frank, holy shit, dude, this guy's on another level. Legend and nicest guy. Such a good human being. Anyway, I'm a coach under him. I know him personally. Maybe you've seen the testimonial he did for our Scientific Wrestler affiliate program. Fantastic guy. Question is, how did Frank Shamrock learn to wrestle as an adult? I'm going to give you like the answer. Now, you're a Marine, so I hope you can appreciate my frankness. How did Frank Shamrock learn to wrestle as an adult? He wrestled as an adult. He went to the Lion's Den, which basically had the Karl Gotch protocols, 500 squats, 250 Hindus, bridging. Then you wrestle for hours and you beat the shit out of each other hard. And, the different positions and submissions and whatnot that Ken picked up from Fujiwara, Karl Gotch, Suzuki, the stuff Frank picked up from Suzuki while in Pancras. So honestly, he learned the same way St. Pierre learned as an adult. That's how I learned. I started as a peewee. So I guess maybe that's a little cheating. So I started as a peewee, wrestled for a couple years, and then like the Karate Kid came out and I was like, fuck that shit. That's not a martial art. I'm going to go do Taekwondo. I got my black belt in Taekwondo, got sick with cancer at 15, took me out of pocket for about 3 years, started up with judo again and boxing. And then UFC 2 happened. I was able to go. It was in Denver where I went to University of Colorado at Boulder. 1994 changed my life, man. Skinny little Hoist Gracie and godlike Adonis like Ken Shamrock blew my mind. Like, my God, this is what I got to do. And so I didn't really pick up and take wrestling seriously until I was an adult as well. Now, you go look at somebody who's an athlete. I love it. I consider myself an athlete. But I'm also straight. Like, I had a lot of liabilities from the cancer and some bad injuries and whatnot. But I tried, which is better than what most people can do. They just sit around and bitch and moan. But a guy like St. Pierre, a guy like Frank Shamrock, these guys are studs, okay? But, sure, there's like talent, but I hate that because it really takes the limelight off of the amount of hard work both of those guys had to do to get to the top and stay at the top. And in Frank's case, 4-time defending middleweight champion, 2 world records. Well, 3. He has one that's still standing. It's the only fighter to have back-to-back world championships in under a minute, win them. So, yeah, man, like grind. I'm going to be honest, like showing up and being with high-end guys. Here's the other thing. Like, I made a post today and it got everybody all fired up about Catch as Catch Can. And, I'm just going to be real. We've been the underdogs from day one with Catch as Catch Can in the modern era because, obviously they didn't book Hoist against Genki Sudo or Gary Albright or Bad News Allen or any of these other guys that came from that. They booked against guys that maybe didn't know about gi chokes like Ken Shamrock. I mean, they don't even allow the gi anymore. So, there's some of that kind of stuff. And I'm just going to be real. Catch wrestling is the greatest combat sport martial art in the world, not just in terms of its impact. I've made that case, and I think it's rock solid, quantifiably. The number of fans, athletes, coaches, and promoters and business people touched by Catch as Catch Can and its derivatives, meaning everybody who's ever been a fan, athlete, coach, or promoter or business person associated with WWE, AEW, NWA, ECW, WCW, New Japan Pro, anybody who's ever done anything with pro wrestling. That's a huge number of people. As a fan even, okay, massive impact. Then let's talk 119 years of Olympic wrestling. Every fan, athlete, coach, promoter, business person associated with it. That's another huge number. And then we add in collegiate or scholastic folk style wrestling here in the United States, another massive quantifiable number. Then we talk about MMA. Yeah, Shudo was first, not UFC. And in fact, Pancrase was open a month before UFC. So we can credit every MMA fan, athlete, coach, or promoter quantifiably. Now we're getting a huge number, okay? Then you really want to get into it. I'm going to lay claim to all you Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. You guys don't like it, but it's a fact. Count Koma, Maeda, developed his system that was in, it should be called Maeda Jiu-Jitsu, not Gracie maybe. I don't know, but it's a branding issue. But he learned that style in response to getting his ass kicked on the professional catch-as-catch-can circuits before he passed it on. So he had to learn how to fight from underneath, right? We know that not only impact-wise, catch-as-catch-can is the best, but catch-as-catch-can and its derivatives, in particular folk-style wrestling and scholastic wrestling, is the largest predictor of champions in mixed martial arts, hands down. Like it laps the next closest, which is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but that's 2 times the number of champs out of the wrestling side. So technique-wise, and that's not even like, imagine if these guys were doing catch, which is what I'm trying to do to teach these collegiate guys. You don't have to unlearn all the fantastic training that you've spent a lifetime building to learn submission. There's other control positions besides the guard. You don't have to get underneath the guy. You don't have to mess that up. Anyway, you guys really should try to get, if you can, I know it's short notice, but I don't know what to tell you, man. You got to show up. I've been at every single camp because I run the company, but hey, I show up. 7 years I showed up with Billy Robinson. I've been working with Wade Chalice since 2004. World's greatest pinner, if you don't know who that is. Holds the Guinness record for the most wins in all of wrestling, most pins in all of wrestling, most world record for the most wins over international champions, most win over national champions, 5 combat sport All-American, folk style, freestyle, Greco, judo, and sambo. And he's going to be with me this weekend, as we do all the time, in Orlando at Brian Russio's Grappling Master. You need to get out there, man. Okay? Need to get out there. Oh, hey, Jesus Costa, what's up, brother? Lots of things are not around anymore, and they water down everything just because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. They give you a trophy just for participating. Old school wrestlers like that are not around anymore. We live in a soft generation these days, bro. It's crazy, but it's true. Long live catch wrestling. Yeah, this is something I actually put out something on my Instagram today. And I don't have it in front of me. I wish I did. I wrote this thing today about having purpose and power and respect. I saw this thing about this psychologist was talking that, a lot of men today are, when they're depressed, they're treated how women tend to be treated. They're given love and affection. Well, men respond differently when they're depressed. This is a clinical psychologist. And he said, men don't respond to that. Men actually respond to having a sense of purpose, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of pride, a sense of being useful. He made this great thing about in World War I, there was all these soldiers that were comatose. They got hit or something. They were in a coma and nothing was bringing them out. But you know what brought them out? What brought them out was the sirens and the fires going on. They had a sense of purpose. They actually came out of the coma. So that, to me, I'm not a fan of war. In fact, I think war sucks. Needless death, by and large, because of these wealthy bureaucrats and the bullshit. It has nothing to do with the people dying, right? And they just get tricked into this patriotism. I'm patriotic, but what I'm saying is that, I don't think war is patriotic. And what I'm saying further is that what scientific wrestling provides is that sense of respect, power, and purpose. Without that, and all the fighting is consensual, and you can actually make money and make a living with it. Does that make sense? That's, to me, what I'm trying to do with scientific wrestling. When I say that the mission of scientific wrestling is to improve the lives of every man, woman, and child on earth, whether through scientific wrestling, whether they be a fan, athlete, coach, or promoter. That's the mission, to improve people's lives with scientific wrestling, right? And that's how we're going to do it, is to give these, and women are included. It's just that predominantly, like when I look at my Instagram, it is 95% men, but women are always allowed. And in fact, I love how much women's wrestling has taken off, right? Oh, hey, Kevin, what's up? Hey, coach, can't wait to see you at the Denver Spring Camp. While I do love training, BJJ catches my obsession. Can't wait for authentic catch instruction. Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. By the way, love Kevin. Kevin is a deputy sheriff, and he's actually working. I've been working with him for years on changing the mindset about defensive tactics in law enforcement. I truly believe that pinning is the future of law enforcement, and Kevin's really been trying to help me with that, as well as one of our affiliates, Marco Carbone, up in Canada. So he's trying to do the same thing. He's like the equivalent of SWAT in Canada. They call it like emergency response or something. Mason, making fun of my neck. Awesome. Thanks, bro. You're a dick. Let's see here. Dagestan, all catch wrestlers. That's true. That's true. Roger. So V Carmelo, what's up, brother? Any locations near Long Island? Dude, we have been trying to penetrate Long Island and New York for a long time. And it's the weirdest fucking thing. Now, granted, I started the business when I was in LA. So we've got very, very strong ties and had a huge impact in Southern California. Not only do we have, well, Jesse moved up to Sacramento, but he was in Riverside. Sam Crescent is in San Diego. Luis Ojeda's in San Diego. And then I'm going to be honest, like a lot of the people that started up after us and they tried to compete with us, which is never a good idea, but they try to compete to us. We've got some guys in LA. Then in addition, we've got great guys that I consider not just mentors, but friends. Eric Paulson, Josh Barnett, Gokor from the Gene LaBelle line. Like, so Southern California is on lock, but it's weird because New York, that's where most of my traffic, my number one traffic comes out of New York. So I'm just going to be real. A lot of you guys are just voyeurs, man. You're just talking. You need to book us. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I get booked in Italy and I got nobody in New York knocking on my door. It's the craziest shit. And I'm the shit. Like Scientific Wrestling, not me, but my company is the shit. I got Billy Robinson, Carl Gotch, Wade Chalice, endorsed by Frank Shamrock. Like, I mean, I don't know what you guys need. Like, other than to enough talk and get us up there. Dude, V Carmelo, man, help me, dude. I'm looking to get up in there. Now, we've made inroads. Like I said, we're up in Windsor, Canada, which is like kind of by Detroit. We've got a bunch of facilities here in Colorado. We've got a bunch in Arizona. I've got a bunch in California. We've got Florida, which is where we're going to be, in Orlando. Roger Bailey, 8533, because everybody's turning into a pussy. Yeah. Mason, hot take, war sucks. Yep. Mason, catch can will stop war. I don't know if catch can will stop war, but dude, I think it's a fantastic alternative. I think any sport is a fantastic alternative. Kevin, let's see. Yes, I've been training our officers in pinning. Yeah, man. Kevin sends me all these great stories of how catch can, specifically the techniques we're working on, help him in the prisons, help him out on the streets and stuff. So I really appreciate you. Roger Bailey, great work. Thank you, sir. V Carmelo, give me a thumbs up. Let's go, dude. DM me. Let's figure it out. I just need somebody that's like, I mean, the thing is catch is even older than jiu-jitsu. So it's, and Scientific Wrestling is the king of catch. That's not just our name. Like for 20 years, we have led. And most of the people that are doing it, whether they like us or not, came up through us anyway. So, I mean, our impact is undeniable, undisputed. I don't know, man. I need help though. I can't do everything myself. And I don't have a lot of connections in the Northeast. My contacts are all in the Southwest and West. Okay. Like Colorado and whatnot. Red Eagle Wrestler. Hello. Hope you and Scientific Wrestling team are great. What is your best advice for neck workouts? Now, despite the appearances, so, okay, yeah, my neck is fucked up, dude, and it's atrophied badly. I have one carotid artery from chokes. It got collapsed. Carotid dissection is what it's called. I was actually in the journal of the emergency medicine out of University of Wisconsin. um, because of it. In addition, I had radiation treatment to my neck, which really messed up, made my bones more brittle. So here's what I'm going to say. I actually probably know more about neck workouts than anybody because I've had to overcome these deficits. And even though it's still atrophied, I do know a lot about it because it's been something that's plagued me since I started grappling. Okay. Now, what I would recommend is this. There's all this expensive shit. Okay. And I'm not meaning to step on anybody's toes that's got endorsements and whatever. Like, what's that big fucking metal halo thing or the thing you dangle the weights off of, or you don't need to buy anything to do this. Okay. I also don't recommend bridging. I've done it. I can do it. I can wall walk. I'm still pretty limber in that regard. However, you're going to compress the vertebra and possibly injure the discs with neck bridging if you don't do it right and if you just have congenital problems. Okay. So here's what you can do. And they're hard to find, but there's literally, and maybe I'll have to see if I can't find one. There is a headband that's weighted. I have a 15-pound headband that I wear. It does the same thing as that metal thing, but it cost me $20. Exact same thing. And you could do all your exercises, this. I do it laying off of the ring with my head on my belly and back. That's the best thing. Once you get built up, then put a plate on your face. Now put a towel down. But I used to use a 45-pound plate and behind my head and do neck exercises like that. Okay. So there's things you can do. You can also do partner resistance, which is part of the warm up that we do in our coach and catch program, partner resistance with the neck. So there's a lot of things you can do. You can also get a towel, tie it to a rope and hang that from a kettlebell, grab it and start doing your exercises that way. There's a tons of fantastic. So the irony is because it is my Achilles heel, honestly, I know a shit ton about it because I've had to work around it and try to strengthen it as much as I can, despite the fact that the radiation damage, the cervical damage to T1, C2, and C5, and then the carotid damage. It's been hosed to me, right? But I do know a lot about it. I hope that helps. Yeah, all right, man. So listen, if you want to get on the mission with us, again, like I'm talking about, purpose, power, respect, go over to scientificwrestler.com. Okay. Join us. We already got 11 affiliates in our first 9 months. I'm hungry for more, especially you guys in New York. Let's go. This deal is so sweet. You can affiliate with jiu-jitsu or all these other Krav Maga or whatever. You can do all these affiliates. I guarantee you will not find a better deal, better return on your investment than this. I crafted it. I'm a business nerd. You think I'm a catch wrestling nerd? I'm a business nerd. I have a master's in financial math. I've started and sold multiple businesses on my own in addition to my academic qualities. I went to University of Colorado on a leadership scholarship. Like, I'm a nerd for business. I do this whole podcast mostly on business, but I can't help but talk about wrestling because it's such a big part of my life. That affiliate program, scientificwrestler.com. Go read the offer, endorsed by Wade Chalice, Frank Shamrock, Brandon Ruiz. Like, dude, this is a no-brainer, guys. The other thing is, if you want to actually start training and learn this stuff, I'm super stoked this weekend. It's going to be me and Wade, again, greatest wrestler documented in history, Guinness record holding wrestler, teaching you takedowns, pins, catch wrestling submissions, escapes, reversals, counters, recounters, all that kind of stuff, man. You got to show up, though. 2 full days in Orlando this weekend. DM me. I'll send you the link. Register. That is going to be a killer camp. I'm super excited. In addition, I know that I'm talking to Dan Valamont, badass Penn State wrestler. He's going to send a couple guys down from BJJ Fanatics. I've got word, I can't guarantee anything, but a bunch of main event WWE stars are going to come. That's the thing about scientific wrestling that's so great is we get highest end folk style, freestyle wrestlers. We get the highest end pro wrestlers and the highest end MMA guys showing up. It is a cool culture that we have built and nobody else has got it. You know what I mean? Nobody else. Jesus, there's a series called The Human Weapon, and it talks about how it lost to judo. How it talks about jiu-jitsu. It lost to judo because they wanted to see martial art was better for the cops. Dude, I cannot read your writing, and dude, that's way too long. You got to keep it short, bro. This thing goes on like forever. I love you, Jesus, but you got to make it shorter, bro, and get right to the point. Sorry, because I'm live. It won't show that whole thing, dude. So, Red Eagle Wrestler, thank you so much to share this with us. I hope it helps you, brother. I hope it keeps you from getting the kind of injuries that I got, man. I got jacked. I'm still into it. I'm a freak. I love it. Like, but definitely take care of that, man. Take care of that. I wish I would have. I wish I wouldn't have had the radiation, but I can't really control that. That was more my parents. But anyway, I'm gonna head out here unless you guys got some questions or some comments. I appreciate you, all you guys giving me the number one. Dude, I do what I do because it's worth it. It's the greatest thing. You will not find a better deal when I'm involved. You're going to get the highest quality guys on the world at the best price, period. Man, I don't know what else to tell you. I know what these other guys like Danaher and all these guys charge. And I love you guys. You've done great, and I appreciate all you guys have done. But I'm going to be real, man. You are not a pimple on the butt of somebody like Wade Chalice or Carl Gotch and their impact and their knowledge. And you're only going to get that. This is the only place, Scientific Wrestling is the only place endorsed by those guys for what we do. Show up, okay? Because I know, I'm not going to live forever. I know Wade's not going to live forever. Billy didn't. Can I tell you how many people, oh, man, I regret not going with Billy. I'm like, shit, you should have showed up. Should have showed up. All right? What's up, Jesus? He says, let me know when you're done in Miami. It's where I live, Hialeah, Florida. I'm going to be in Orlando, my friend. I go down to Miami, mostly Aventura, to hang out with Grant and train with him, learn with him. But wrestling related, I'm going to be in Orlando right now. Hobo Luna Fart, what's up, homeboy? He says he's saving up for Pinion Hills. Pinion Hills are going to be great, dude. We're going to have both Wade Chalice and Josh Barnett have committed to show up there. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick, dude. Like this, I don't know what to tell you guys. I have not been able to put Josh and Wade together on a camp since like 2017. So all you guys who missed out there, go to coachingcatch.com and sign up. Okay. And if for those of you who actually are not going to ask me wrestling related questions and are interested in the business side of stuff, go to Number One Coaching, man. I'll help you. I will blow your stuff up, dude. We've got a huge track record of success in that. You guys probably, a lot of you guys know me because of the marketing for wrestling is a lot more flashy and whatnot. So you guys probably know me from that. But check out Number One Coaching. It's just spelled just like this. Number One and then coaching.com. I'll help you, dude. I'll help you make more money. It's what I do. It's what I've done. I've got a track record. Just telling you, there's all these coaches. I am very happy that the coaching revolution, this boom that's happening now. But I do got to say, like, there's a lot of these people who are clueless. They don't have the credentials, man. They just like paid somebody to say they're a coach or something. I don't know what to tell you. I'm here to help you, right? Jesus Costa. Can you guys build the Catch Wrestling School in Miami? Dude, okay, I love you guys. I love all you guys. But I need partners. I'm not your daddy, okay? I've provided a lot of stuff, man. A lot. More than anybody else, period, frankly. I'm not bragging. That's a fucking fact. And that's being humble, to be honest. I've provided a lot for you guys. But frankly, at this point, you guys got to meet me in the middle. And you know what? 11 of you guys have. And I really sincerely appreciate you. Morgan Guillory, Alex at Prescott Martial Arts, Coach Gil, Sam, Coach Sam, all of our affiliates, man. All 11 of you. Marco, Carmen, all you guys. Vern, I appreciate the living hell out of you. Paul Garcia up at Sterling. But they're throwing in, okay? And they get back big. You go to scientificwrestler.com, you can see what they get. They get a lot, dude. But, Jesus, why don't you become an affiliate? Help me build a gym. I'm already doing a lot. I got 3 companies that I'm co-responsible for because there's other people there, but I'm in charge. I got 3 kids, me and my wife, but I'm actively involved. The rest of my family, the rest of my friends, my own health, dude, there's only so much of me to go around, and I do superhuman level shit. But this is why I need you guys, okay? You can help yourself. Just come to Pinion Hills, come to Orlando, come to Sacramento, come to Charlotte, all the places we're touring, man. I'm on a plane. Last year, I got my statement back. I took 26 flights. There's 52 weeks in a year. I did 26 round trip flights last year. I am busy. So, I would love it if you guys would actually help me with this. Instead of bitching and moaning and or build this or do that. Don't tell me what to do anymore. Because I do more than anybody. I don't need that. I got ideas through the wazoo. I started the first competition for catch in the modern age. Beyond all the things I've done for training. Created Shoe Pro Wrestling, King of Catch. Created the fucking mace belt. I mean, I don't mean to cuss, but I'm just I need you guys to step up and join the mission now and put some skin in the game. That's where we're at. You do that, we will grow and we will build, but I need your help. So check out scientificwrestler.com. That's the easiest and best way you can help with the catch stuff. If you want help with your business, check out No1 Coaching. I'm there for you. Let's see. We got a couple questions here. So Rob Dent, what's up, brother? Does Pinion Hills have camping nearby? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of by Ontario, California. It's drivable, so you can Airbnb in Ontario. You can try Airbnb in Pinion Hills. The place is a martial arts retreat, so there is limited space to stay there. You'd have to contact Matt Mullen, who's hosting us at the Pinion Hills Labyrinth Martial Arts Retreat. Great place, by the way, but I'm pretty sure that might be sold out, dude, already because both Josh and Wade, I mean, this weekend alone is going to be sick. We have people flying from all over to come just train with Wade. So, and like I said, Southern California is my power base. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be sold out. Registration's not sold out yet, but that's still not till May. But you better get on. If you're thinking of doing it, I'm just you just got to get her done, man. Don't be leaving open cycles. Don't be that guy that leaves the dishes in the morning or leaves the crappy ass laundry on the floor or, doesn't pay your bills. Just get shit done, dude. You got to respect is earned, especially the respect for yourself. Right. So get in on it, man. Go right now. So, yeah, you're just going to have to look. Go to hotels.com. But I would contact Matt Mullen. You can find him, Pinion Hills Labyrinth Martial Arts Retreat, easier on Instagram. Send him a DM. Red Eagle Wrestler. I wish we had this opportunity in Portugal. Guys, you got this next door. Go to the camps. Yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm with you, man. And I'm trying. Hey, so you're in Portugal. Go to my Instagram and scroll down a little bit and look for the camp with Enrico Sabadini out of Italy. And Stuart Cole, he's in Spain. Okay. So we're doing our very, very best. Both guys are assistant coaches, really solid competitors, tough dudes, know their stuff. I've shared a bunch of Enrico's videos on the Instagram, a bunch of Stuart's videos on the Instagram. I would get out there, Red Eagle. The contact info is right there. Okay, buddy. And we're trying to get back to Europe. It's just all this bureaucratic lockdown stuff really messed things up. Man, we were out there almost every single year for the first. We first went out in 2011. So for 8 years straight, we went. And then lockdowns happened and ruined everything. If you want to bring us out, we're really getting close to coming out to Australia. We've had some people touch on us from India. Clearly, we've got people in Spain and in Italy. England, just reach out. New York, reach out. Stop living through a freaking screen. Okay? Red Eagle Wrestler says, thank you so much. I will look. Yeah, and if you can't find it, DM me here, and I will just forward the link, but I just can't do it while I'm hosting the show. What's up, boy swag? Cody Chamberlain. Happy to see you. Jew Shih Tzu. Is that because of the dog or because of shit? I don't know. I think it might be the dog because of Shih Tzu. Alejandro, what's up, dude? All right, guys. I'm going to call it quits. I got to go pick up my wife. I told you I got to do it. If I can help you, DM me. Show up at Orlando. Just do it. I don't care about your excuse. Do it anyway. You're going to be glad that you did. And you'll have regrets that you didn't someday. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just trying to make opportunities and help you out. I don't want to give you guilt trips. I hate that shit. But I'm just trying to tell you, man, you're missing out if you don't come. CoachingCatch.com, scientificwrestler.com, no1coaching.com. I'm Coach Jake. Remember the lessons today about using your connections with your family and your business. Thanks, guys.